Hello everyone, my name is Eostrix. Welcome back if you've been here, and if you haven't, now you have. Welcome as well. Today I'm introducing my commander deck. What are you doing? Other than being the Orzhov commander I've always wanted, this deck is helmed by Eriette of the Charmed Apple. Eriette is a 2/4 legendary creature human warlock for 1 white black that has the following abilities. Each creature that's enchanted by an aura you control can't attack you or a planeswalker you control, and at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of auras you control. With those abilities lined out, it shows a pretty clear line of what we're going to be doing, enchanting opponents' creatures so they can't attack us. Because of Eriette, this can be done in a few ways, one of which is Goading. Ghoulish Impetus, a newer Goading aura that comes back repeatedly. Martial Impetus, buffs their creatures if they attack opponents. Parasitic Impetus, gain and drain 2 every time the Goaded creature attacks. Vow of Duty, buff and Goaded creature and give it vigilance to let it block so they can attack another turn. And Vow of Torment, make a menacing monster that attacks opponents. That's not the only way we can use them against others, for instance, Draining. Blind Obedience, the way to tap and drain opponents' creatures, a cool reprint. Contaminated Bond, with the chance of goading and inevitable swinging, some light drain isn't bad. Dying Wish, gain and drain X from your bastard child. Grim Guardian, drain opponents from any enchantment entering. There are at least 35 in this deck. Sanguine Bond, when you gain, drain that much, at least once per turn with the commander out. Sinister Possession, drain 2 when the creature attacks. It won't be at you though. Spiteful Shadows, potentially lethal depending on how things go. And Underworld Coinsmith, Grim Guardian but you gain instead. Now that may be unkind, but some argue it'd just be subtracting. Animate Dead, steal or revive, up to you to decide. Dead Man's Chest, subtract cards from their deck for your own. Dead Weight, a simple subtraction makes a creature disappear. Despark, commit exile. Forsake the Worldly, cycling is a nice option when you don't need the removal. Fracture, cheap removal for some variety. Minions Return, flash creature stealing. Path to Exile, reliable removal. Promise of Loyalty, though not a very political deck, the theme is still there. Stroke of Midnight, the new version of Generous Gift, I like it better at least. And Unhallowed Pact, when this creature dies, it's mine, so just let me know. The kinder and more political, but oh so tempting for your own use, is Powering Up. All that glitters buffs your own creature or others, just choose wisely. Ardent, Intrepid Archaeologist, a way to move around enchantments, kinda useful. Ethereal Armor, all that glitters but First Strike. Face of Divinity, a buff spell that gives +2/+2, and First Strike and Vigilance if you have one on a Voltron. Gift of Orzhov, flying and lifelink, choose wisely. Mantle of the Ancients, recur enchantments and make Sun Voltron monstrosity. On Sarah's Wings, it's a better gift from Orzhov and some of my favorite art. Sage's Reverie, another buff but also card draw, baby. Spectral Steel recurs an enchantment when no longer needed as a pacifism. Umbra Mystic, Totem Armor is OP, what can I say? And Zank, Paladin Unbroken. We still control the enchantments on their board, Voltron stat is still stupidly viable. Though it may be a bit selfish, the more you have the better, right? Here we have a bit of expanding. Daxos the Return, make creatures with the experienced creature, also featured in Mizzet's Experience. That's a lot of experience. Hallowed Haunting, we all need a bit of spooky, and these spirits are made via enchantments. Nurgle's Rot, recastable aura that allows us to get tokens. And Ondu Spirit Dancer. Why have just one enchantment that drains or steals when you can have multiple? You can't have a fire without the Kindle, so here we have some card draw. Ashiok's Reaper, a new card that draws us cards when our enchantments go to the graveyard. Dawn Invengel, a 2-mana creature return on creature aura loss. Hateful Eidolon, the creature you enchanted died, draw a card, get back in there, champ. Core Spirit Dancer, draw when you cast an aura, auto-include, easy. Light Paw's Emperor's Voice, a creature worthy of its own deck, the Emperor of Aura Voltron. Lord Skitter's Blessing introduces tokens, draws us at least a card a turn. Moonblessed Cleric, find the enchantment we need at the time of casting it. Sram, Senior Edificer, auras equals cards once more and auto-include. And Ocasia's Welcome, at least a card a turn, sad it's limited digits 1. Now the spark that makes it all, mana. Black Market, Expecting Death makes us mana. Crypt Gas, doubles the swamps and starts the drain. Danitha, Compassion Paragon, lower the barrier and get a good creature. Killian, Ink Duelist, another good commander in PDH, EDH, and CEDH. Land Tax, got more lands than me, gotta pay the tax. Verge Rangers, explore but no counters and limited like Land Tax. And Wayfarer's Bauble, simple but reliable ramp. And last but not least the number, the lands. Quetzalcoatlus, Command Tower, Ijango Seat of the Empire, Exotic Orchard, Myriad Landscape, Orzhov Basilica, Restless Fortress, Shattered Sanctum, Shine Shadow Snarl, Snowfield Sinkhole, Sunlit Marsh, Tainted Field, Takanuma Abandoned Mire, Temple of Silence, 12 Plains, and 12 Swamps. As many of you know, I like to make more fun casual decks, this is no exception. Though I've only gotten to playtest it online a few times, I'm looking forward to tuning a deck in the future. This gets the basics laid out for me just to see where it goes. Thank you for making it this far. To see more of my decks, see the playlist here and a video YouTube thinks you'll like beside it. And while you're at it, consider subscribing as well. See you next time. Goodbye.